Who want one last trip to the long trail?
Kuma, the master of salmon. This one's really important because Heihachi is gone. I do want to note that in Tekken 8, Kuma is wearing Heihachi's gi. It says Kuma is Heihachi Mishima's pet and member of the Mishima Zaibatsu Special Forces, Tekken Force. He never misses a chance to volunteer in disaster relief efforts across South Asia. Locals are always reluctant to accept him at first, fearing that he might attack them, but his playful nature and strong work ethic, Kuma gradually wins them over and becomes a town's favorite. This sounds like his interaction with Josie. In the Tekken lore, the Philippines was hit by a tsunami and the Mishima Zaibatsu showed up to help. This is what inspired Josie to want to be a part of the Mishima Zaibatsu because she's seen how helpful, how saviors they really are. We do not know if Josie and Kuma's interaction is canon. Maybe the rest of the bio will acknowledge it. Let's continue reading. It says, however, one fateful day Heihachi left to settle the score with Kazuya Mishima, only to never be seen again. Kuma believes his master is still somewhere out there, but waits for his return to no avail. Meanwhile, G Corporation is gaining the upper hand with their attacks against the Mishima Zaibatsu. Kuma bolts to the Mishima Zaibatsu building to provide backup. However, upon arrival, he realizes his chance to combat G Corp is long gone. The Mishima Zaibatsu leadership has surrendered, unable to wait any longer for Kuma. If Kuma let the Mishima Zaibatsu be dismantled, then his master will have nowhere to come back to. And Heihachi's loyal pet, that is the only thing that he cannot abide by. In quotes it says, I will continue to fight until Master Heihachi returns, even if it means I'm the last one standing. So Kuma is really loyal here. And I love here how they're playing with the idea of Heihachi may return someday. I think he should be 100% out of Tekken 8, but maybe Tekken 9, Tekken 10, he could return. That would be something I would like to see, especially after Jun Kazama does all this stuff with the Devil Gene and so on and so forth. In the spirit of Heihachi, Kuma trains to perfect his Mishima-style technique. He dons the belt and outfit his master once wore. He then begins his lonely fight. Several months pass and Kuma, who rescued the Mishima Heavy Industries elite engineers from the clutches of G Corp, has begun development on a secret weapon that is sure to change the game. What that mystery weapon is, we have no clues. This is the first time any of the character bios has mentioned it. But I also want to mention, whenever you see a couple months later, that is talking about the time gap between Tekken 7 and Tekken 8. 6 months is what's separating those two games. Even though the Mishima Zaibatsu is currently being dismantled at the end of Tekken 7, in Tekken 8 it looks like it still exists in some shape or form. On Kuma's fish, there's a Mishima Zaibatsu logo. He's obviously trying to keep the name alive. We know Heihachi has many other children out there. Who's to say one of those children doesn't emerge and they become an ally of Kuma?